At night, you are alone, lying in bed, scrolling on your phone. Your eyes are on the screen, but your mind is somewhere else. You replay the moment again and again. What you should have said, what you almost said, what you didn't say. And now it's too late. And the strange thing is, you know exactly what you wanted to say. So why didn't you? This is a person as they imagine themselves and as they actually appear. It's funny, but also a little uncomfortable. Because sometimes it's not just how we look that feels different. It's how we experience ourselves. Maybe deep down, it doesn't feel like just one version of you. So why is that? You might have heard the ideas like the inner child or different parts of the self. Psychiatrist Berne suggested that what you're experiencing is not one self, but 3 states within you. First, the parent. One part of you sounds like a parent. It carries rules, what you should do and what you shouldn't do. Be careful, be polite, don't make mistakes. Sometimes it protects you, sometimes it criticizes you. Second, the child. This is the younger part of you. It feels quickly, deeply, excited, afraid, embarrassed. It's the part that wants to play and the part that feels not good enough. And then there's the third part, the adult. It doesn't judge, it doesn't react, it observes and decides. It listens to what was taught, to what was felt, and then chooses what to do next. This is the part that helps you grow. It checks whether what you learned still makes sense, whether those old reactions still belong here. So when something happens, like someone pointing out a mistake, one part of you says, "How could you mess this up?" Another part says, "I'm so embarrassed." And another part takes a breath and asks, "Okay, so what should I do now?" And maybe this is where it becomes clear, because in those moments, we don't just react, we fall into patterns. Sometimes the parent takes over, defensive, rigid, my way or the highway. Sometimes it's the child, quiet and certain, saying something like, "I'm not okay." But there's another part of you, the one that notices, the one that understands, the one that can pause and choose, not to erase what you feel or what you were taught, but to respond differently. So maybe it's not a problem that you don't feel like one person. Maybe that's exactly what makes you whole. But when those voices speak, which one do you listen to when you need the strength to say, "I'm okay, and so are you"?